What's up my people? You know, it's been a crazy 2 weeks, you know, ever since Nintendo dropped that Switch 2 Direct. You know, I was hyped for the games. They had me there. The console, I was getting excited, I was licking my lips, but you know what? There had to be a catch. With Nintendo, there's always a catch.
I'm not laughing, bro. We never laugh at that, bro. Real shit, bro. I'm not laughing, bro. I'm not laughing.
They made that damn thing so expensive. You know what? These guys, they're speaking the language of money. They do not care about what's going on. Nintendo have moving shameless at an all-time high level. They are moving like that guy who gets a 99-cent drink, spends $1, but they want that 1 cent change. They want that 1 penny back. And you know how I know they're moving shameless? I cannot believe that they actually charged for that tech demo, showing off what the console is, like a tutorial. Like, how can you charge for that? You're charging people to read about the Switch 2. Like, you could watch a YouTube video, you could search online, read articles. Like, why are you charging people to read a tutorial? Like, that is crazy for me. But after their live streams recently, they have been getting cooked, they have been getting violated, they have been seeing drop the price. I know they've seen it, they can deny it all they want, but they've definitely been seeing those drop the price comments going on for like 3-4 hours straight on their stream. You know what? I respect the passion from the fan base. I respect that non-stop determination. But as I said, Nintendo are shameless. And you know what? They were looking at the comments that were speaking their language. You know, the trolls in the comments, everyone was saying,
drop the price, drop the price.
But there were them 2 free cheeky people they were joking about. They were saying, raise the price, raise the price. And you know what? They might actually do it. I think they are gonna raise the price, which is very ridiculous. Well, at least for America, I think they'll raise the price because they recently delayed the pre-orders due to the tariffs. There's some politics intertwining with the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. And yeah, the economy situation is already kind of dookie. That's why the console was already expensive. I already thought the console would be around $400, £400. So I wasn't really too upset about the console price personally. But when I saw the games, my eyes popped out my head. I said, am I reading these numbers correctly? There's no chance these games are $80, especially the Switch 2 upgrades. Those ones are a bit ridiculous. How is Breath of the Wild in 2025 going to be $80? Tears of the Kingdom, $80. You know, fair enough, Kirby and Mario Party got an upgrade with some extra content, but really, $80? And the thing is, you know what? Sony, I know their games are expensive. They made it $70 in the first place. However, at least we all know their games are going to drop in price. They're going to be like $20 in a couple months. It ain't that deep. Okay, maybe not a couple months. I meant a couple years. But after that, the prices will drop. You can just wait. You eventually get to play the game. But Nintendo, I'm telling you, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, they are going to be $80 in the year 2045. Like, Nintendo do not drop their price. All of you know it. They are not the ones to drop their first party prices. And that makes me worry for the future of gaming a bit, I won't lie. Because if the PlayStation 6, the Nintendo Switch 3, if that costs the same amount as a PS5 Pro, I think, yo, a lot of people are getting priced out. No way am I buying a console for $700. That is when I'm going to have to be working 10 jobs. I'm going to have to mow everyone's lawn. I'm going to have to shopkeep. I'm going to have to walk everyone's dog. I will do everything for that money, but I'm not doing it for the games, bro. And I think this is going to be a big moment if Nintendo decide to raise the price. I know there have been the tariffs, but that means, are the fans going to have to pay the cost of that just so Nintendo can save some extra money? We'll see. I know Nintendo is going crazy in their offices right now. It is all over the place. And we'll see how they handle this financial situation, because yeah, a lot of people being priced out. The games, damn, too expensive. But will Nintendo put their games on sale? I've never seen that in the history of the Tottenham. So if Nintendo do that, it's something that will actually shock me. Yep, these $80 are gonna burn the wallet in the long run. Even for these games that should be free upgrades such as Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. It's gonna be interesting. Nintendo are in a bit of a sticky situation.
It's a bit of stick on the steel.
It's a bit of a weird one. Not really weird, you know, just drop the price a little bit. But I just don't believe they will. I think they're just gonna firm all the criticism. If they raise the price, it's gonna be even more sticky. We'll see how that goes. I hope they don't, because you're pricing out the console to more fans even more. So even like diehard Nintendo fans, they won't be able to get the console. But let's see. Nintendo, will you raise the price? I think they will, unfortunately. But it's going to be an interesting couple weeks for video games, man. That's all I got to say. You know, we hit 1K subscribers recently. I've got a lot of content loading up. I'm going to try and make the best value Switch package at the cheapest price, so you guys can try get a good setup for the Nintendo Switch 2 if you're planning to get it. But for now, I was going to say adios, muchas gracias for 1,000 subscribers. We've got a lot loading up still. But yeah, man, gaming is moving crazy now, like. But take care, my people.